Hi guys, it's John. Welcome back to KC Farms. It is almost time to get these chicks outside, but it's still getting a little cool. So we've got brooders to clean. Let's get going. All right, well, our chicks are still in the garage here. Jamie has chosen to park outside because the dander of the chickens and the smell in her car is not a good thing. But we knew this was going to happen when we got chickens this early in the year. And so you can check them out. They're going to be going on 3 weeks here on Monday. So some of these bigger ones you can see them starting to feather out. I want to talk about a couple of these. You can see some little ones back in there as well as these bigger ones. And we've got the board on top to keep the heat in. And in here we've got our Cornish cross. And you can see they need to be cleaned out more than the other ones because they are just eaters and poopers. So they have a lot of manure. So we'll get these ones cleaned out first. But I want to talk, we've got the Cornish cross. And then we also, this brown one right here in front is called a Sagitta. I think I'm saying that right, S-A-G-I-T-T-A. That is another meat bird, similar to a Freedom Ranger from Valley Farms Hatchery. They sent us a couple of those to try out. So I want to kind of compare those with the Cornish cross and talk a little bit about those today. So let's get the Cornish cleaned out and then we'll talk about these two different meat birds. All right, guys, we've got 29 out of the 30 Cornish cross left. They're gonna be in here just for a minute. If you haven't got one of these plastic totes, we use this for everything. We use it to clean out the wood chips. We use it when we're moving birds back and forth. Obviously, you don't wanna raise this many in a container this size, but it works perfect for when you're trying to clean out. You can try and clean out when they're in there, but it's just a pain. You can see where most of their manure is right under those heat lamps. One thing we do like about these brooders with the tarps down, all we're gonna do is we're gonna get a dustpan and scrape this out and get some new shavings down. Now that the birds are in here, I'm gonna go get the tractor, make it even easier to get these shavings to the compost pile. Let's go get the tractor. All right, upon further inspection, this brooder is not bad right now. These guys have really been scratching and turning this stuff. So we're gonna add a little bit of pine shavings to the top, give it like a deep bedding method. But these guys do not need this all cleaned out yet. So they'll go a couple more days before we clean this out and put some new wood shavings in it. I'm gonna take the Cornish shavings, get those dumped out, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about these Sagittas and compare them to the Cornish a little bit. All right, guys, time to plug the KC Farms merchandise. If you haven't got your hoodies or t-shirts yet, reach out to us, kcfarmstn@gmail.com. Get your merchandise. We've sold a lot more than we thought we would, but we still have a bunch left. So if you're interested, reach out to us at that email and we'll get you what you need. But as we make our way in, check out the Appleyard ducks. You guys know these guys live way back at the pond. Every day they come up here. These guys are quite the foragers. The khaki Campbells, they stay in the back, but the Appleyard ducks, they come all the way up here. But let's run in here, check these guys out. I left the lids off for now because I think it's warm enough. But we've got the Cornish cross. This is a really nice batch. Like I said, we only lost one of them and they are quite active. So I'm very happy with our Cornish. We talked about These ones here, we got the brown ones. So in our egg laying chicken video, I wasn't even paying attention and I called these brown ones amberlinks. Just over here, these are amberlinks and they are brown. Well, these are actually sagitas and they are another meat breed. I think I'm saying that right. But we did get our amberlinks in the next week and they're the little white fluff balls there. You can see them. That's why they're so much smaller, because they came a week later. But I'm gonna grab one of these sagitas and compare it to these Cornish cross. They are 1 week older than the Cornish, so let me grab one of each of them and we'll show you a little comparison. See if you may wanna try these for your meat birds this year. All right, guys. So here's our two meat birds we have. Let me get a hold of this guy a little bit better. I wanna kinda show you in a comparison. So this is Valley Farms Hatchery Sagitas, and you can see they're brown. They're like a Freedom Ranger. They're supposed to take 12 weeks to grow out, whereas the Cornish only take 8 weeks. This guy here is 3 weeks old. This one is 2 weeks old. You can kind of see the Sakita is a little bit bigger, but I'm quite impressed with how big these guys have gotten. We've done the Freedom Rangers in the past. I'm gonna turn them around, get poop all over my shirt. But you can see, pretty decent size already. Jamie and I were just talking the other day and we are quite impressed with how big they've gotten compared to the Cornish. I think the Cornish will catch them, but these are supposed to take around 10 to 12 weeks compared to the 8 week of the Cornish. That's why we like the Cornish, because they grow out so fast. But we're gonna see these. I'm glad Valley Farms sent these for us. We're gonna try them out. They're supposed to be a better forager. These guys are not quite as active, although this batch has been very active. But once we get them out on grass, we'll be able to compare a lot better and just see how they do. So I'll put these two guys back in with their pens and we'll wrap this up. All right, guys, we appreciate you following along today, checking out the baby chicks as they continue to grow. We hope to get them out next week as the temperatures continue to climb. If you're interested in chickens, egg layers, meat chickens, check out Valley Farms Hatchery. If you're looking for the KC Farms merchandise, send us an email, shoot us a message on Facebook, and we'll get that shipped out to you guys. We appreciate you guys following along. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Remember to make the change, and we'll see you on the next video.